and brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Along with Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and we're starting to get a sense of how this season will develop. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. Hey, Shaq, the Sacramento Kings, as you well know, were thought to maybe be moving their number 8 pick in the draft, but they stuck with them, and then they took Nick Stauskas.
Yes, the Kings were rumored to be in numerous trades, but ultimately, Ernie, we kept our pick at the last moment. We love this kid, Stauskas.
He can really shoot it, can't he?
He can shoot the ball, he can stretch it. Not above the rim guy, but we don't need one of those with big cuz down low. We need a guy that can shoot that jumper.
Game's about ready to start. Let's get to Kevin Harlan.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
And it's the Suns to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Dragic is out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Ryan Anderson. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
And that one's good. And so here's Phoenix. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. The big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
Gerald Green played a big role last season for the upstart Suns. He shot well from long range, and of course, former dunk contest champ, more than capable of finishing around the rim.
Now here's Dragic. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas.
He did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Sacramento with the ball. After the Suns pick up 2. Cousins with a screen on Anderson. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And for a player who was basically cast off by the Pacers, Gerald Green, Clark, played a career high in minutes with the Phoenix Suns.
Really happy for Gerald Green. He is instant offense, a tremendously talented player. He's gone the long way to get back to the NBA, but he seems to be solidly anchored in now.
Now here's Cousins. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Okay, outside. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Rudy Gay is listed at 6'8", but he has a 7'3" wingspan and tremendous athleticism. That really helps him defensively, both on the perimeter and inside when he contributes on the glass and blocking shots.
As you talk about Rudy Gay's size and athleticism, Steve, he can play small ball 4 in a pinch.
Yeah, and it also enables him to get that jump shot off over pretty much anybody. So if he's spaced and he's playing at a 4, and he can get that jumper off, now he's got the ability to drive past him because the floor is opened up. So very interesting when he's placed at that 4 position.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Thank you, Doris. devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of the defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
Now, here's Morris. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And Cousins gets it to go. Suns leading by 5. It's Dragic with the drive. Cousins pulls it in. Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Allison with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Gay sets the big for Allison. Cuts it 5 from 18. And the jumper is good. Gay's got 5.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
And the shot is good.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Allison dishes to Cousins. Gay passes to Collison. Back to Gay. Here's Thompson. Cut the bucket.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Dragic. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Darren Collison.
Warren Dragic is one of those interesting characters. Off the court, he's very humble and quiet and laid back. But tell you what, when he gets on the court, he plays with aggression and fire on both ends of the floor.
You talk about Dragic playing a lot of heart, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He plays with emotion, ferocity, and intensity. When he gets into you defensively, applies pressure and creates turnovers, and does the same thing by attacking offensively. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Dragic, averaging 18 points a game.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Thompson takes to Stauskas. He nails it. It's hard out. Stauskas has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the 2 ball. It's Dragic with the... Oh,
Man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
Here's Gay after the Suns pick up 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins, and he gets it to go. Cousins has got 6 points.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. I can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
And Rudy Gay with the slam.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the rim.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Phoenix was with several teams in the West. Surprised to many. They're able to sneak up on their conference counterparts early in the season.
Chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage, 4th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, you talked about the accuracy from beyond the three-point line. And yeah, they're one of the best shooting teams in the league. It's something they work very hard on in practice each and every day.
And Sacramento has possession. One thing with the Suns, Clark, that helped them to a 28-24 Western Conference record is that they knew how to go on mini runs to close out quarters.
You know, they were very good last year towards the end of the quarter. And as you said, Kevin, that kind of play helped them sneak up on a lot of teams out west. They were clearly a surprise team in the NBA.
Misses the step-back jump shot. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Gay with the block. Goes back up. Rebounded by Collison.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
He dishes it to Thompson. Kings moving the ball around. Stauskas' shot is off.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Dragic gets the bucket.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Outside Collison. High post Cousins. Here's Thompson. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Sacramento making some changes. Carl Landry's checked in for Cousins. McCallum comes in for Stauskas. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison. Miles Plumlee's checked in for the Suns. Mirotic comes in for Anderson. And the Kings making a change here. Evans is checked in. Here's Gay. Drains it from 17 feet out. Gay's got 9.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
It's Dragic with the drive. Goran Dragic, the 45th pick out of Slovenia in 2008 Clark. Drafted by the Suns. And this is his second stint with the...
Yeah, you know, in his first 2.5 seasons with the Suns, he was learning under the mentorship of Steve Nash. That's a pretty good guy to learn from. And Dragic gives Nash a lot of credit for helping him learn how to succeed at the NBA level.
Now here's Evans. Down low. McCallum. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And the Kings lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch. Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now here's Sessions. Averaging 8 points a game. Here's Landry. Soft touch. Landry's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Well, starting last season, the only thing that didn't change was the city they play in. Sacramento fought off a strong bid from the Seattle ownership group. And instead, a new group bought the team and kept them in Sacramento.
And, you know, you look at the turnover for Sacramento last season, new ownership, a new GM, a new coach, extensive roster turnover as well. They might have needed name tags to identify each other.
And that one's good.
A lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today, just as hot as he was last time out.
Dragic dishes to Mirotic. Drills the three-pointer. Mirotic just got his first 3 points of the game. And speaking of the new ownership group for the Kings, Shaquille O'Neal this season signing on Steve as part of bringing some cash in.
Not to mention Hall of Famer Chris Mullin brought into the front office as an advisor. So the Kings adding experience and prestige to their team. Sometimes all it takes is just a little change of scenery. And while that wasn't the case for Rudy Gay going from Memphis to Toronto, it was true as to the sense of the Raptors to the Kings this past season where he played really well.
And as he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And while you might worry when a player changes teams mid-season 2 years in a row like Rudy Gay, you know, there may be some problems. But Gay was phenomenal for the Kings after the trade. In fact, he looked rejuvenated.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen. A change of scenery, Kevin, can ignite and energize a player, and it certainly made Rudy Gay more efficient. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They got to get their defense in gear.
The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
McLemore's checked in for Sacramento. .49 left in the first quarter of the game. Ennis kicks to Mirotic. Pass to Plumlee. Left block shot on the way. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Evans, a screen on Dragic. Here's McCallum. Shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Morris kicks to Mirotic. A three-pointer is right on target. Mirotic has got 6 points.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Reed boarded 3 of the last 5 baskets. Pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here's Sessions. Playing so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Here's Ennis. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Suns lead by 7.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
I tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Here's McCallum. He's guarded by Dragic. Shot on the wing. McCallum misses.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Ennis passes to Mirotic. We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Plumlee's got 6 points.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Now here's McLemore. Tries it from 19. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Suns on top.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Next Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
The Kings trailed by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings. Up front is Sampson and Cousins. Allison runs the point. Rostowski's at the 2. And it's McLemore at the 3. Bledsoe kicks to Mirotic. On the wing, Selma. Clock at 5. That's the line. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, it's been a heck of a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. Fourth, DeMarcus Cousins.
And there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
And that's what makes that list so intriguing to me, Steve, just how varied it is in terms of technique each of those big men use. I mean, you could fill a textbook by taking a little piece of each of their games. I mean, they all do something different and unique and do it well.
Anderson, he's checked in for Mirotic. Shots good by McLemore.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Suns leading by 6. Bledsoe dishes to Land. It's hauled in by the Kings. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
They played a very physical game the last time they got together. It had a lot to do with them coming away empty. There's too many key players in foul trouble by the time the fourth quarter came around.
Here's Thompson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a quick review here, looking at some numbers for Eric Bledsoe. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
That one is off. And Clark, Steve just touched on it. There are some players they can't afford to be missing late in games, and that's what happened last time these two teams met.
And you know what, guys? To avoid that this time around, you've got to turn the heat down a little bit on the aggressiveness. Idle it down just a notch, because if you don't, an opponent can make that work against you.
Thompson against Anderson. Selmans kicks to Anderson. They get it again. Here's Len. Here's Selmans. And finally they hit one. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Cousins with a screen for Collison. Cousins, no one around him. And that one's on target from the wing. Cousins has got 8. Suns leading by 5. Bledsoe with 20-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking. He's finding his teammates in great positions to score. Alex Len was number 5 overall pick last season by the Suns. He had to undergo ankle surgery just prior to the season. He played limited minutes, but we're hoping he can make that leap here in year 2. Very skilled big man.
Clark, you had an opportunity to watch Alex Len play with Maryland. What do you think about his game?
Well, I like his potential, Kevin. He's a big guy. He's pretty strong, and he's got good athleticism and mobility. I just hope he can keep his ankles healthy, because if he can, this kid has a chance to be really good. You know, it always takes big guys anywhere from 4 to 6 years to develop as NBA players. So if healthy, this guy will be one of the better centers in the league, I think.
Stauskas kicks to Cousins. Shoots from the baseline. Another shot. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Thompson. Phoenix has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Passes it to Anderson. Here's Len. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Collison. Dishes it to Thompson. And that one hits back iron. Suns leading by 5. Bledsoe outside. Outside Green. Anderson gets to Green. Just 4 to shoot. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the shot is good. And the Suns lead by 7.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, the outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Morris is checked in for the Suns. With it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Can he keep it going? And he overshot that one, missing. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's Morris atop the key. It's taken away by Collison. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's stolen by Stauskas. Cousins, the pass to Collison. Cousins with a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Stauskas off the left rim and out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. The defenders have to make sure they tag.
Feeds it to Anderson. There's the dish to Selmans. Pocket 6. And the Suns miss again. The Kings trailed by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Collison dishes to Cousins. Sacramento moving it around. Gate kicks to Cousins. And that is good. Cousins has got 10 points in the game.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Anderson outside. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 8.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, the defense did not look very good there.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Ryan Anderson, one of the sweetest shooting big men in the league. Deep range with that quick release. Tell you what, at his height, he doesn't need much daylight to get it off.
Phoenix making some changes. Goodwin comes in for John Salmons. And it's Dragic in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Collison. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State.
And how about his defense? 4 steals on the night. He was so aggressive.
And you look at Ryan Anderson, he's an efficient scorer. Like a lot of shooters, he doesn't turn it over much while getting his basket. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Green slams it in.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Outside Collison. He feeds it to Cousins. Into Jason Thompson. Thanked in off the glass. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter. And three-point shooting may be never more in demand than it is right now in the NBA. And Steve, considering, too, that Ryan Anderson has one of the more desirable contracts in the NBA.
Yeah, well, he's a true spread forward who also does a nice job of getting offensive rebounds. It's a good combination for somebody who spends so much of his time behind the arc.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
And that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Collison with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Thompson in the corner. He kicks it to Cousins. Baseline try. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
He had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shots you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Kicks it to Dragic. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 12-point Suns lead.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Cousins with a screen for Collison. Stauskas the pass to Thompson. Stauskas kicks to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Cousins with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. No question. That's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. You know, the Phoenix Suns have actually drawn a lot of influence from the Boston Celtics. They've hired several personnel people in the management and on the coaching staff from the the Celtics organization, and they've even implemented the Tom Thibodeau-style defensive system that originated with that Celtic club back in the day.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Carl Landry's checked in for Cousins. Evans comes in for Jason Thompson. McCallum, he's checked in for Stauskas. And Sessions subbed in for Darren Collison.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Gay, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Letting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
You talk about the Celtics and their connection with the Suns, both franchises with great histories. Boston with the league-leading 17 championships, but Phoenix, this may surprise some, with the 4th best win percentage all time.
Yeah, that is surprising to not know that little nugget. And, last season, though, they missed the playoffs for the 4th straight season, Kevin. That hadn't happened since 75, right around the teams and found it. Suns fans are really accustomed to playoff basketball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Goran Dragic last season improving his three-point percentage to a career high. Coach Jeff Hornacek said there are no easy answers against him. Defenses can't just go under screens and play him for the drive anymore because he will pull up and hit that outside shot. Kevin, a 20 points per game scorer with great efficiency.
He can take over a game, that's for sure. Thanks, Doris. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. There was a time when the Kings were one of the powerhouses out of the West, but they've been stuck at the bottom for almost a decade.
Well, in the Western Conference, Kevin, it's hard to get out of the doldrums. Kings just haven't quite been able to match up with the top teams out that way.
And Phoenix making a change here. Mirotic is checked in. The Kings trailed by 12. McCallum dishes to Sessions. Fires high post, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Seemingly, though, the Kings did find some pieces to build around this last season, even as they ended 3rd to last in the conference.
Dragic the pass to Goodwin. Dragic kicks to Plumlee. Dragic against Sessions. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Goodwin. 22 points for Goran Dragic.
For the Kings, finding out what you have really is the first step in turning around your fortunes, being able to look at what you've got and what you need to add. The Kings definitely have some players to build around, but as with any team that's rebuilding, it's going to take a lot of work to get back to being a factor in the powerful Western Conference.
Here's Mirotic. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Plumlee. McCallum with the rebound. Now here's Sessions. The pass to McCallum. The feed to Sessions. Goodwin with the steal. Oh, and here comes Dragic.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
That's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, but it's a deflating play for you around.
He dishes it to Plumlee. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 6 assists now in the game. And Sessions kicks to Gay. Landry with a screen for Gay. He used that pick to get in close. Gay's got 20.
He's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And it's Dragic off the drive. That's blocked. 51 seconds left in the first half. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Morris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Andrew with the screen. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
McLemore's checked in for Rudy Gay. And then run for Phoenix. Dragic has checked in, and it's Ennis in for Goran Dragic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Ennis. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Mirotic with it. Evans picks him up. And the Suns get it back. And that one's good. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
Sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
With 1 on the clock. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Suns lead by 16. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Dragic. He's got 24 points and 7 assists. This game is all about him right now. He is in full domination mode, guys.
The Kings trailed by 16. And Phoenix looking what they've got on the floor. Gerald Green out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Dragic. And it's Morris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pocket 6. A triumph by Collison. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
DeMarcus Cousins is absolutely devastating around the rim. I mean, he's strong, coordinated, excellent touch, tremendous hands, good feet. His high skill level enables him to step outside and make plays, but I think he's really best served when he's in that paint area, doing his damage close to the goal.
And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 16. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, some good matchups. And that New York Knicks game is one I'll have an eye on.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Count that one.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Such a wide-open look. Stauskas has got 5. Suns leading by 17. It's Dragic with the drive, and he gets it to go.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Collison in the post. He's guarded by Dragic, and he gets it to go.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Pass to Morris. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that was set up brilliantly with that pass.
Tremendous presence of mind on the move that time.
Thompson sets the pick for Collison. Pass to Stauskas. Dishes it to Gay. Stauskas kicks to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up to the stripe. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
You know, before this recent streak, the last time the Suns went more than a season without making the playoffs was way back in 1988. Think just how long it's been for them not to be in the playoffs in more than a year. Wow, impressive.
Phoenix leading by 17. And it's Dragic off the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. That's doing some skyscraping.
We're talking about a point guard there, Kevin. He can really raise up. Flashy pass, monster dunk, whatever it is, this guy's got the versatility to do it.
Timeout called by the Kings.
This streak of the Suns missing the playoffs, of course, starting back in 2010, but 1988, a good deal of the Suns roster wasn't even born then.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He said to them, goal number one is to drive the lane and put pressure on them inside. That's where he wants their scoring to come from. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, you look at last season with the Suns, they almost put an end to that streak last year, but ended one game shy of the playoffs and back at Dallas for number 8 in the West.
Right in the mix until the final week, Kevin. They won't have the luxury of being slept on this year, though, as the league is fully aware of how capable that group is.
Jason Thompson, 6'11", out of Rider College. Not a big-time program, but he was well-known coming out of that school because of his ability and his size. He's proven to be a pretty solid NBA player, very well-rounded game.
Outside Dragic. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson able to step outside and hit a jump shot from time to time.
Yeah, and he's a good, solid shooter and scorer, Kevin. Not a great free throw shooter, though, but he does finish inside. I liked him. I liked him at Rider, and I like what I've seen of him.
That free throw missing.
Exciting times here in Sacramento. They've already broken ground on the new arena downtown, set to open in 2016. For these fans, a great sign of things to come.
And the new arena here in Sacramento is set to have an indoor-outdoor dynamic with outdoor balconies and with an entrance, huge glass panels that can open to the outdoors.
Wow, sounds like a baseball park more than a basketball arena. What a unique facade, very artistic, with different panels outsetting the structure. Some have said it reminds them of a crown, a look befitting of the Kings. How about that, partner?
That free throw, no good.
The Suns introduced these new uniforms last season, and I tell you what, they're some of the better looking ones in the league. Those things are fire.
And the second free throw, good. And the uniform for the Suns harken back to the one, Steve, they wore in the 90s.
Oh, it's great. You know, the sunbeams across their chest, and a reference to the original 9 members of the Suns Ring of Honor. So, a lot of really cool dynamics that bring to light the great tradition of this Phoenix franchise.
And here's Anderson for 3. Morris dishes to Green. The kick out to Anderson. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Nice hit again. Rebound by Stauskas. The Kings trail by 17. Thompson is screen on Dragic. Collison kicks to Stauskas. Kings moving the ball around. The drive by Collison. Again, the miss by the Kings. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Dragic, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Right side, Collison. This is it to Cousins. Crosses the J after the cagey pass fake. Cousins has got 14 points for the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
It's Dragic with the drive. Gay with the defensive effort.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. The defense stood tall there.
Now Cousins kicks to Gay. Feeds to Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And it's Dragic off the drive to the left side wing. Bledsoe for 3, and he gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 16.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Collison, the pass to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Anderson. Excellent use of the screen. That's a 23 points for Gay.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
Suns leading by 14. And it's Dragic off the drive. Anderson outside. Takes a three. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now Collison. He has 6. Gay dishes to Cousins. Collison kicks to Stauskas. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
And Phoenix making a change here. Len's checked in. Suns have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Dragic kicks to Anderson. Back to Dragic. Now the dish to Anderson. It's taken away by Collison. Green against Gay. There's Stauskas. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right. I agree with you, but their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, if you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Kicks to Dragic. Out to the right wing. Bledsoe against Collison. Here's Dragic from outside. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Coach Jeff Hornacek had never been a head coach before last season, and he never really expected to become an NBA head coach. He thought he'd be a college coach because he felt his strength was in teaching the game, but I think the league is quite happy to have him on the sidelines in Phoenix.
5 on the clock, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Some changes for Phoenix. Clock is at 3. Here's McCallum. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Coach Hornacek, a teacher of the game. The way the league is now, Steve, with all the one-and-done college players, they still have a lot to learn.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. And Hornacek stays after every practice to do a lot of skill work with the players. So he's the perfect coach for this young club, helping them to develop.
That is good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
McCallum, the pass to Len. Lets it go from 14. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ennis dishes to Mirotic. Morris, covered by Evans. And the pass to Mirotic. Shoots. Tries again. Up and in on the layup. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post. Their movement down low has been great.
Got ball movement, player movement, generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
And that one's good. McCallum's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Ennis kicks to Dragic. McCallum with the rebound. McCallum's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's McLemore. Good! McLemore's got 6.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
So it's Phoenix now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Plumlee, no luck. The Kings trailed by 18. And Sessions kicks to McCallum. He feeds it to Sessions. He dishes it to McCallum from the baseline. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's McCallum. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Plumlee, no luck. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He's enjoying himself today, guys. We knew going in that he had to have the upper hand on the glass, but I didn't think it would make this much of a difference.
And McLemore kicks to Landry. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
And the Kings making a change here. Cousins is checked in. John Selmans, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns leading by 22. Gets the pass to Morris. Drills it from outside. Morris has got 5.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
19 seconds left to play in the third. McCallum. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victory.
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Suns on top, running away with it. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Chris Paul and the Los
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. Hits it in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
Here are the Suns now. They've got Caspi. Williams is out there with Ryan Howard. Then it's McLemore, and it's McCallum in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Len, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Another bucket, adding to their lead. They've been the better team in every facet of the game.
And to turn in this kind of performance in an opponent's building, that's really impressive.
McCallum to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. High-speed issues to McLemore. Fires it up. Honey from the wing. Well, Phoenix shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Dragic gets the bucket.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Williams, a screen on Dragic. Here's McCallum. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dragic with it. He kicks to Goodwin. The feet to Len. The Suns need to get a shot off. That's good.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
And so here's Sacramento. And McCallum kicks to McLemore. Caspi passes to McLemore. Here's Hollins. Trying to find McLemore. Gets it to him. From down in the low post, it goes. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's Dragic off the drive. Tries again. Glenn, good.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Pass to McLemore. Kings moving the ball around. McCallum off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Morris dishes to Dragic. Pass to Morris. Back to Dragic for the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
Here's McCallum. Oh, Clark, the NBA becoming more up-tempo, more wide open over the last decade or so. Last season, the league average pace was the fastest it's been in over 2 decades.
And I think fans and broadcasters enjoy seeing the guys play at that pace. You know, you go back to 2001, allowing zone defenses for the first time in the NBA. In 2003, eliminating two hand checks on the perimeter. Those two changes made a significant difference.
It's Dragic with the drive. Dishes to Selmans. McCallum with the rebound. McCallum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, it's McLemore. Second shot opportunity, and it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Evans, he's checked in for Williams.
And you think back to basketball around the turn of the century, scoring was grinding down. In fact, back in '99, the league averaged 91 points per game. Last season, it was 101 per game. So I think it's made for a more entertaining game, and from a rating standpoint, fans agree.
Morris with the bucket.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's McCallum. Now here's McLemore. Pass to McCallum. Feeds to Hollins. Puts up the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you talk about the more free-flowing style we've seen emerge. I think the league is eager to continue that. The game of basketball is a game of movement and rhythm. Spacing, for example, as scoring has gone up, fouls and free throws have declined somewhat over the last couple of years. And I really do believe that's good for the league, good for the game of basketball, because what happens at the pro level often trickles down to college and high school. Reducing those dead ball situations keeps the game moving. It's a game of movement.
On the wing, Selmans. Here's Ennis. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
And here's Collison.
Over the years, we've seen injuries bother the same people over the course of their careers, while other players seem to stay healthy. And it may be just genetic makeup, it could be off-season training, but it does seem that staying healthy can also almost be considered a skill rather than just luck of the draw.
Now Ennis. It's Selmans on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Here's Collison. side. On deep, McLemore. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Land's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The dish to Morris. It's rebounded by McLemore. Morris with the bucket.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Collison kicks to McLemore. There's the pass to Caspi. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
To the wing on the left. Goodwin with it. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right, causing some serious harm from long range.
Kicks to Casper. In the corner, it's McLemore. Outside Collison. In the corner, it's McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Kings.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Ennis with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Ennis kicks to Morris. A three-pointer, no good. Sacramento's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. A drive by Collison. Easy layup after coming off the pit.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Ennis passes to Goodwin. He feeds it to Ennis. He dishes it to Morris. Here's Len. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Carl Landry's checked in for Sacramento. No good from Casper. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Ennis dishes to Selmans. He kicks it to Len. Ennis in the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And Steve, you mentioned the apron advertising. It's only being allowed for locally broadcast games.
And I think that makes sense, Kevin. Viewers probably see it more than they would see stitching on a player's jersey. And I think keeping the ads off the court and the players is a good line to draw.
Now the feed to McLemore. Back to Collison. Rebound by the Suns. Morris has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Ennis, good.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The drive by Collison. Pass to Caspi. Collison kicks to Caspi. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Suns on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Ennis passes to Goodwin. Dishes it to Morris. Pass to Ennis. Second chance effort, and it's Goodwin missing.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the
Right side, Collison. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go. Collison's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Ennis kicks to Morris. Shot misses. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Evans setting the pick for McLemore. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Ray McCallum's checked in for Sacramento. And a change for the Suns. Morris is checked in. With a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ennis takes the good. Feeds it to Ennis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Tyler Ennis, a 6'2" point guard out of Syracuse, was a big riser on draft boards in only one season in college. He led the ACC in assists and steals and had an outstanding assist-to-turnover ratio. Ennis is very sure-handed with the ball, and he also gained a reputation for being a big shot taker and big shot maker in his 1 year at Syracuse.
And Tyler Ennis, so skilled, a great handle. He's able to play under control, too, at all times.
Yeah, very fundamentally sound, and he keeps a great balance between scoring and setting up his teammates. I like the fact that he stepped into big moments during his 1 year at Syracuse.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Phoenix.
Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And by making sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series, guys. This win tonight will move their record to 2-0. 2 left to play against the Kings.
Very well executed pick to give them all kinds of space to get that one off.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. $15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot's good.
It's going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. Loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Here's McCallum. No good. So it's the Suns winning easily here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night.
Well, Lauren, certainly a nice win tonight.